Welcome to today's deep dive. We are unpacking a really fascinating HRDQ blog post by Bradford R. Glazer today. It's all about building a job leveling framework from scratch. Because, without one, you're looking at unexplained pay gaps, messy political promotion debates, and, well, a lot of attrition because your employees literally can't picture their future.
Right, and that's a huge problem. Having a properly built framework provides everyone with this shared objective language around growth and expectations.
Exactly. I mean, think about it like building a house without a blueprint. Eventually, you just end up with these random staircases leading to nowhere, and your compensation gets decided by, like, whoever makes the most noise in budget meetings.
Yeah, that is a highly chaotic image, but it's pretty accurate.
So to avoid building that crazy house, where do you even begin laying the foundation?
Well, the post highlights a rule that companies skip constantly, which is setting your standards before you start handing out titles. I mean, think about a title like senior specialist. It carries so much personal baggage.
Oh, totally. One manager thinks it means leading a team, and another thinks it just means you've been there for 10 years.
Exactly. So you have to define concrete criteria first. Things like the scope of their reach, their decision freedom, and the expected technical depth for the role.
Okay, wait, let me push back a little here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to have, say, 10 or 12 levels? I mean, that way employees feel like they're constantly getting promoted.
You'd think so, right? But the source material actually counters that instinct. It says 4 to 6 levels is really the sweet spot.
Really? Just 4 to 6?
Yeah, because if you drop below 4, employees hit a ceiling way too fast and leave. But if you stretch it to 8 or 10, the differences become microscopic. A promotion just feels like a meaningless paperwork update rather than an actual milestone.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. You want it to actually mean something. So once you have that sweet spot of levels, how do you define the actual daily expectations? So it's not just guesswork.
So Glazer points to track-specific role cards. And the key is avoiding vague fluff. Phrases like shows leadership will just completely fail you.
Oh, I can imagine. When managers actually sit down for those calibration conversations, a phrase like shows leadership probably just turns into a subjective shouting match.
Right. The most charismatic manager just wins. Instead, you can look at public frameworks from companies like Dropbox or Rent the Runway as a baseline. And crucially, you have to tie your pay bands to these levels immediately.
Not just as an afterthought, you mean. Like they have to be linked right away.
Definitely. You need to use market data from places like Radford or levels.fyi right from the jump.
Okay, so you've written the role cards, you've mapped the pay. Is the framework just ready for you to launch? I mean, how can you possibly know if this shiny new system will actually survive contact with real humans?
Well, that's where pilot tests come in. They are absolutely necessary. You use real employee profiles to spot the quiet resistance.
Oh, you mean the classic nod and ignore from managers?
You hit the nail on the head. You catch those loopholes early, and then you have to run annual audits so the framework doesn't drift. The post also highlights HRDQ's negotiating style profile as a really great tool for navigating the high-pressure conversations.
It really all comes back to trust and transparency. Publishing your framework externally is a huge signal of trust. But, what if a company took it a step further? Total radical transparency. Would that solidify the foundation of trust, or would it just turn the office into a battleground? Well, that's something for you to chew on next time you're wondering where your own career path leads.